Hi guys, hold on for a second. Before we proceed to the video, I have something very important to tell you. Professor Jon V. Kofas has published his new book in collaboration with Little French Media, and the title of the book is Neoliberalism, Inequality, and Authoritarianism. This book details how neoliberalism impacts the geopolitical economy in the 21st century. You can buy it from Amazon, and the link is in the description. Thank you. Now let's proceed to the video.
Hello, everyone. This is a short video to introduce you to a session on the culture of fear, globalizing conformity, which is a much longer video on the issue of neoliberal globalization and the use of fear as an element in human nature that is used both by the state as well as the private sector and institutions, mainstream institutions, especially the media, by the way, which is key in all of this, to engender social conformity to domestic and foreign policies. There has been scholarly literature on this issue as well as journal articles in newspapers, magazines, and so forth. And the reason is because uh, the culture of fear has risen tremendously under neoliberalism, especially in the last 20 to 30 years. In fact, according to public opinion polls, especially in Western countries, the culture of fear factor has risen substantially. There is greater fear now on the part of especially the people in the West, from the United States, Canada, and Western Europe, than there was before the year 2000, before 9/11, the attacks on the Twin Towers in New York City. Um, this is an issue that goes to the heart of whether the future of society anywhere on the planet is democracy and social justice with peace rather than militarism and war, or whether it's more war, more militarism, and greater socioeconomic inequality. Many issues are developed in this video which explain all of this and explain the culture of fear. Fear is obviously a universal trait in human nature. Human beings have a propensity toward fear, um, which alerts them. It's built into their DNA, which alerts them as to dangers. It's part of the instinct of survival for human beings. However, there is also manufactured fear. And this is very important because it has been exploited historically and especially under the neoliberal model. And neoliberalism, of course, exists globally within degrees, more in the Western countries, less in, for example, in China. There are variations of neoliberalism. There is authoritarian neoliberalism, like in Russia, in India, in Turkey, and then there is pluralistic neoliberalism, but all of them lead toward the path of normalizing authoritarian policies under the guise of democracy, which people tend to confuse with merely the right to vote. The right to vote does not translate to democracy. Democracy is not simply casting a ballot for individuals who have been chosen by those people who are very wealthy and corporations that are very with deep pockets, very wealthy, and have financed their campaigns, put them up there, and they have asked the public, okay, choose one of these, two or three or four. That's not democracy. Democracy is translated into policy that results in social justice, greater equality, not less, less marginalization of the population. This is what this video discusses. I invite all of you to watch it. You will be the richer for it. Ask questions, write comments. We answer them. And by all means, subscribe to this channel, which is managed by Asad Alim. It's an educational channel, and there are many issues of global interest that are covered. Thank you very much for listening.